And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gem and the Crypto, episode 979. Today is Friday. What is this? July 8th, 2022, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
At 10-ish, and today's top stories, you can call them that. FDIC reportedly scrutinizing Voyager digital marketing as complex SBF ties come to light. Bombshell allegations of fraud as KeyFi takes Celsius to court. Class action lawsuit claims Solana is an unregistered security. And Bitcoin education at an escape room in Lebanon. I couldn't say that word. But first and foremost, what is going on with those prices?
Oh, yeah. So taking a look at our prices for today, Bitcoin is at $21,423, up 0.5%. Ethereum at $1,201, down 0.8%. Binance Coin at 238 is up 0.02%. XRP sitting at 33 cents, down 0.18% today. Cardano at 46 cents, down 0.83%. Solana at number 9 is 36.57, down 0.6%. And rounding out the top 10 is Dogecoin, been at 6 cents for a long time, down 0.17%. And our trending coins for the day, somehow, don't know how, but Terra Classic, Shiba Inu, and Ethereum, and some of the recently added coins, Web3 token, NFTL, and N-Cube chain. So some more shitcoin madness for everybody who wants to go dumpster diving.
Bunch of stuff you never heard of, huh?
yeah, just in and out. And we're over 20,000 cryptos now, if you haven't noticed.
Crazy. 20K. Never thought that number. I mean, I remember we were still less than 100.
Oh,
and I remember like at 30 and 50, we was like, this is getting kind of aggressive.
Yeah.
Like a couple like 300 cryptos. It was like, oh, this is turning into something serious here. Now it's 20,000. I mean, we said everything that can be tokenized will be. It wouldn't surprise me by the next happening if we were easily, was that another couple of years?
Yeah.
Easily at 40,000, 50,000 minimum. Easy. Like, don't let the price start ramping back up to 60K again.
Over, bro.
Brand new project you never heard of, .io. Here we go. Really quick, wanted to give a big thank you to today's show sponsor again, Ongoing Campaign, and of course, one of our ongoing sponsors here. And the good thing about that, as having them as an ongoing sponsor, is that people have actually used and tested the products yet. And so far, we've been hearing good things, so that's always good. But I want to give a shout out to iCoinTechnology.com. Of course, iCoin Technology has a sale going on now through July 15th, as you can see here. iCoin and Verizon are offering an Independence Day promotion where you can liberate your keys from hosted wallets. Of course, we say no keys, no cheese. Save 50% on the iCoin hardware wallet, marked down from $199 to $99. And the wallet and printer bundle is marked down from $249 to $175. And again, if you have any questions on those, we've already done review videos. And of course, the team has been on. But again, this is for the iCoin wallets. iCoinTechnology.com. You all see what's going on with Voyager, 3 O's Capital. We're about to be talking FDIC insurance, so on and so forth. But you see that you can't trust these centralized spaces to hold your crypto. So again, cold storage made easy, iCoinTechnology.com for those who are listening. And of course, you can see here on the website, Wiz Khalifa as the official ambassador for that wallet. So again, you got Verizon involved, Wiz Khalifa, various different what am I looking for? Audits, security audits have been done. So a lot of people looking at this wallet, a lot of things to be expected from them. Check out iCoin Technology if you're interested in that discount now. All right, with that being said, as I mentioned, let's jump into the top story of the day. FDIC is in the news. FDIC reportedly scrutinizing Voyager digital marketing as complex SBF ties come to light. That's right. Some Voyager digital customers did not understand the scope of FDIC protection for their deposits, leading to questions about the firm's marketing. What's going on with FDIC and the Voyager's downfall right now?
Oh, man. So some Voyager digital account holders were surprised when they discovered that their deposits did not have the protection they thought they did after the crypto brokerage and lender filed for bankruptcy Tuesday. This could mean additional consequences for Voyager Digital, which, if you've heard, Voyager Digital filed for bankruptcy under Chapter 11, citing debts of up to $10 billion to 100,000 creditors in a crisis brought about after the Singaporean hedge fund 3 Arrows Capital defaulted on a loan of 15,250 Bitcoin and 350 million USD coin a week earlier. I mean, you could have literally bought the Bitcoin and just sat on it, and you would have been fine. But somehow they got greedy like everybody else. That's human nature, right? So according to the website, your USD is held by our banking partner, Metropolitan Commercial Bank, which is FDIC insured. So the cash you hold with Voyager is protected. The bank holds $350 million in those deposits. The FDIC actually insures accounts up to $250K per depositor in case of failure of the bank. And the Metropolitan Commercial Bank explained in a statement, adding that the FDIC does not provide protection against Voyager Digital's failure or against the loss of cryptocurrency. So unfortunately, your cash is protected, cryptocurrency, not so much. And this is a popular, this may be a new Peter Schiff, Francis Coppola right here. She actually blocked me, a bunch of people, anybody that mentions Bitcoin, she just blocks them. She doesn't want to hear it. She got mad at me because when somebody said, have you ever heard of Francis Coppola? And I was like, yeah, I love his wine and his movies. And they were like, no, and then she just blocked me. So she's a long-time hater of Bitcoin and crypto. Of course, they never miss the opportunity to dunk on the industry. So she was discussing the Metropolitan and Voyager news as well. So not a good sign, but when you're filing Chapter 11 and you only been in business 2 or 3 years, come on, people. That means you weren't running things at all. And again, remember they had T-Mac promoting Voyager, and people were asking us like, should we use Voyager? Should we? And I was like, what do we say about any product? Too much marketing? It ain't too much going on in the background. It's just marketing, pushing out famous people using it. And this is the result.
Listen, we'll tell you firsthand, being a small business in the space. And of course, some of these other protocols, projects, and businesses have more resources to work with. But by and large, it's very difficult to build a good project or build something sustainable and be pumping 100% marketing at the same time. Somebody not doing something right. Like, so you mean to tell me you found an all-star team and an all-star marketing director like overnight? Goodness gracious. Like, if you all remember, freaking Coinbase had to hire Meta, of course, used to be called Facebook's director of marketing for their company. Like, yeah, whenever, to me, yeah, like you said, that's just a tall tale sign. Whenever I'm seeing the buzzwords in the marketing, I'm like, okay, this is a pretty car. I like it. Pop the hood. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 0 to 60. Okay, yeah, pop the hood. Like, I'm a mechanic. Let me go see myself. You don't have to tell me about the bells and whistles. Like, we'll do the homework. So I'm with you on that.
Facts.
Yeah, I was going to say only Francis Capella. We respect Writes and directs movies and slings wine. I'm with you on that one, my man. Let's see. It was crazy too. Is not just Voyager's announcement that, hey, we're not securing crypto assets, but in general, even the 350 million of USD, it'll be interesting to how that actually breaks down, because you remember they're saying it's up to 250K per account, depending on what you had in, so on and so forth. But here's the thing, whenever you got a big pot of money, people, like, there's no organization, especially an American organization, that's just like, oh, okay, here you go, give it right back. Like, I would be on the lookout for this to see exactly how the FDIC insurance is released on those funds that, especially they said it was with USDC or something. So it'll be interesting to see how and if they release all $350 million, because they can say is, yes, that's our rate, but you didn't include fees. Oh, your customers didn't do AML, KYC on everything. Like, there's so many little stipulations they can add in to where it's just like, well, I guess we only owe you all 120 million back. Like, we don't owe you 350. So like, especially at a time like this where these companies are bleeding right now. And don't forget, like, the bigger play that's going on, forget buying more Bitcoin, buying cryptos. You can see from FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried or whatever, they're buying companies, people. It's blood in the water right now. They're going after CEOs and companies. So I say that as, like, don't think for a second another company won't be like, oh, this one owes us, or, they're down $350 million. We have the keys to their freedom of what they need to even stay alive. And another company come calling and they're like, hey, wait, before you do that, are you sure they're supposed to get all of it? Because we're in a position to where we could buy this and give you a percent on the back end. People, it gets deep. All right. Like, it can get so deep right now. So my point is, nothing would surprise me right now. And yeah, it'd be interesting to see if this is actually insured. But by and large, this is them trying to merge the traditional market with the new crypto market. It's not supposed to be FDIC insured, people. So yeah, I don't know. 377 million. This is crazy. Second largest creditor.
Yeah, well, as soon as somebody comes with some insurance, well, they have it now with companies like BitGo, where they have insurance up to 100 million, but in Bitcoin, but some companies haven't exercised that yet. So still going with FDIC because they're still moving cash. So,
and of course, today is Fuck Bitcoin Fridays per usual. So feel free to call in with any smoke, anything we got wrong. Although now that we started keeping track publicly, I think we're 9-9 or something on the year. So we're smoking hot,
Actually, we might be at 11 for 11.
What else?
Two predictions yesterday. I said one, assassinations will be coming, and the Japanese prime minister got shot.
Listen. I'll tell you what. First of all, when I saw that's to me, people really quick. I just got to interject on that. Mm-hmm. To me, that was like more telling to live my life than COVID was, because it was like, bro, like you can't hide from evil, people. You can't hide from the bad guys. You can't hide from real life. And part of life is living and dying. You can't hide from it. Who knows when it's going to come. But I was like, they got Shinzo Abe at a town hall meeting, bro.
Yeah.
You can't prepare for this stuff. You might as well just live your life. If somebody's mad, if somebody got an issue, then they going to have to press it or not. And then whatever happens. Or like, there's no, I'm going to sidestep all danger and risk and do this thing the right way. Like, they got my boy Shinzo Abe, the prime minister. You know, I study leaders. Man. I'm like, come on, like
in the world gone.
Come on. So yeah, my fault. So that's one thing you said. You got that one yesterday.
Oh yeah, and then the second one. This is not confirmed. However, I do want to bring this up. We did the AMA yesterday with all of our warriors. Shout out to everybody that got on the Discord last night. Had a good time. But I was asked which exchanges do I think may start pausing withdrawals? KuCoin and Coinbase. And this morning at 5:13 a.m., Coinbase says currently investigating an issue with U.S. bank account instant withdrawals. But right below it, people are saying it's FUD. Instant withdrawals are maybe messing up, but regular withdrawals are not. However, remember when we started seeing the cracks with Terra? We started seeing the cracks with other exchanges. We started saying,
I said a couple of days ago, these rumors don't come out the blue.
They don't just come out the blue. Coinbase won. All of a sudden, now it's a subscription-based thing where you have to come in, so they're trying to make more money. I'm just saying the cracks are showing, and I think if that actually happens and they have to pause withdrawals, we'll be 11 for 11 at that point. It'll be ridiculous. Who's shooting better for the
team? I'll actually give Coinbase a shout out real quick that they didn't already pause withdrawals. Here's the thing with Coinbase.
Pause withdrawals.
I don't know who is running whatever y'all are doing. I don't know if Brian's still like the tip of the spear, or if he's just, a notable figure at this point. But, and again, this is like, armchair quarterbacking too, to be fair. However, like we've armchair quarterbacked this one for a long time. Like, what are you all doing over there? Like, seriously, hires as a consultant or something. Coinbase, here's the thing. You are overvalued at $100 billion. You knew you were overvalued. I hope you knew. I hope you weren't really thinking your shit didn't smell and buying into your own brand. I sincerely hope that you knew that. If you did know that, you could have paused withdrawals. Like, as soon as the Terra thing happened, knowing where the market was. I mean, I even said, Zay and I said on this show, is like, hey, when this thing collapses, it's going to collapse. And really, it's still even like terrible. We're at 20K or whatever. But like when it's going down in that manner, and you're already overvalued, the worst thing that could happen is that, yes, you all will essentially become insolvent and have liquidity issues and do what you said in your press release that's already in your terms of service and keep everyone's crypto. That's the worst case scenario. So since that's the worst case scenario anyway, as you start to spiral down and lose more money, you should pause withdrawals so that will stop happening. So that moments like this is now like, oh, well, now we can't even pause withdrawals. We're talking about taking the whole thing if something goes wrong. Like, you should have already done that. So it's kind of crazy to me that you have a company that's valued at was valued at $100 billion that aren't even doing these. Like, if you're going to piss the customer base off, don't piss it off to save a measly 4 to 6%. Piss them off and save 60%. Like, what are you doing? This is crazy.
80%. Save it all.
Yeah, 80%. So my point is the fact that they're now saying, well, we might be pausing withdrawals. You're right. The cracks are starting to show, and it's too late for them to maneuver and figure out whether, and that's what they're doing right now. You're right. They're trying to maneuver. All right, this subscription service, fire 150 employees, get rid of Coinbase Pro and merge it to our regular Coinbase, which we should have never separated to begin with, but whatever. We tried to circumvent some AML, KYC. We know what that's about. I mean, like all these little things, you're right. They are cracks, but I don't think the cracks are coming from Coinbase itself naturally as much as it's coming from they were overvalued. Stock is crashing because it wasn't worth that much. And the market's crashing simultaneously, which makes it even worse, makes it even more dramatic, which is why they should just pause the withdrawals to begin with and save themselves a long time ago. But in addition to the market crashing, the stock crashing, now you have shareholders. You're a public company. You can't go back-to-back quarters. Wait, what? Y'all just over here bleeding money? Again,
sell.
Exactly. The people who already made their money made it, but people don't get it twisted. We know of institutions that are still in Coinbase right now. And these are some big players with a lot tied up in Coinbase. So it's going to be interesting to me to see if these cracks keep showing, if this market stays down, and if Coinbase does suffer, which I think they'll continue to suffer, because you got to remember, we are up here at 100 billion. Right now. I don't know the price. Like, what is it worth? Exactly. I think it already went down with 60% or something. Let's say they got it worth, I don't know, 20 billion or something, 30, 40 billion. Even then, it's so weak right now. The market's so weak and actual Coinbase is so weak right now. You can see that continuously slide. So those big players who have all that capital in Coinbase stock will need to decide, do they cut their losses? Do they stay in it? And just the perception of Coinbase's stock falling even further will actually affect the market. To the everyday laywoman, retail market person who's not paying attention, if they wake up and see a headline, Coinbase has dropped 90% since it went public or whatever, oh, you better believe they're about to be selling Bitcoin, not understanding there's no correlation at all. But they're going to be, oh my God, Bitcoin's dead. Like, it's down 90%. Like, some people will look at that article like that. So I'm with you on that. Bitcoin's a strong possibility there.
Nah, man, it's going to get real sticky if that happens.
All right. I'm throwing a link in the chat. Speaking of the chat, so of course, feel free to call in, but want to give some shout outs to our warriors out there. What's going on, Milto, Alipio, Christopher, Sergeant Mac, Hassan, Crypto Blood, CBTV. Hey, really quick. It was hilarious. Yesterday, I saw Crypto Blood go live. So I hurry up and logged in. At first, I was like under my personal account, and I logged into our account so we can give him a shout out from the company account. And literally, as soon as I gave him a shout out and was logging in, he was talking about check out our channel for that Reggie Middleton interview that Marlon did on Wednesday. So shout out to Marlon and Reggie. And he was talking about insolvency as well. Make sure you all go check out Crypto Blood's channel. He actually went in depth about his thoughts on Coinbase and kind of piggybacking on what Reggie said and what Reggie thought. CB, of course, he's very analytical as well. So if you all want another analysis of what Coinbase is doing, where they might be headed, go back and check out Crypto Blood. But it was hilarious. As soon as he mentioned us, I had just logged on and was like giving him a shout out in the comments. So I was like, that worked out.
Shout out CB. Somebody said when he was on BitBoy, he introduced the Mt. Gox emails from 10 years ago. And CB, you gotta tell us about these emails.
Goodness gracious, that is a long time ago.
Woo. Yeah, man. That's what I said. I'm sure you can find them on the dark web somewhere, maybe. But yeah, I know those emails are probably hilarious. Shout out to CB, bro.
Right. What's going on, Finn? Captain G32, Satoshi Slim. Let's see. Wendy Nichols, Junior Maley, KB. Let's see. Cryptofer said, currently I work on double time, learning and earning. Oh, yeah. There we go. Shout out to you all. Thanks for tuning in. Of course, just call me L. What's going on? Shout out to Zulu. Oh, man. So, yes, I'll comment on it. I saw because somebody, shout out to Zulu, said never cut my facial hair. I'm assuming you all are talking about the Twitter picture. That is me. Yes, listen, for sure, for sure. If you ever see me with some cut facial hair, that means I got paid that day. All right. Let's see. Oh, yep. People are talking about iCoin. iCoin only holds Ethereum and Bitcoin right now. That is true. I will say they are constantly working in the background to update that, though. So that is what it is. But they do hold that. Daryl White. We broke down the printer on the video review, but the printer essentially allows you to print QR codes, addresses, 10-word, mnemonic seed phrases, and so on and so forth. I actually like the printer. It was pretty cool. Let's see. What else do we have? Alec G said that was a really good thread from a former Voyager partner who was talking about how Voyager was doing very nasty stuff and pretty much all their positions were negative with zero hedging. And that's the thing, like,
plot thickens.
I mean, I'm not even upset. I'm more, I won't lie. It's straight envy and jealousy. I never thought I'd say this, but it's just like, yo, you gave this group of the stooges over here $350+ million, and they don't know what they're doing. Like, give a few million to people who know what they're doing. Hey, speaking of him himself, CB, what's the word? He connecting to audio right now. Cigar lit. Nice sunny day in the D313. Boss up and take the money. You got them yays popping. What's up? Hey, CB, what's the word? How you doing?
Hey, boss up, get the money. I gotta join you, CB. Grab my cigar.
Hey, listen,
Yes,
you know
sir.
I gotta get both sides in here. Hold on now.
Oh my God.
All right. Shout out to Judge Joe Mathis. Y'all know about Judge Mathis' past. Shout out to Judge Mathis.
You're a crackhead. You're a crackhead.
Hey, CB, we just spoke you up. It's crazy you was in the video again. What are your thoughts on what's going on with Coinbase, the market overall? Is FDIC a real thing in crypto? What are your thoughts? It's Fuck Bitcoin Friday. What's happening?
First of all, Bitcoin Zay, you had to do a little slight flex on him last night on BitBoy. Let them see them old emails, you know. Let them know we real OGs out here.
Yeah, Mark Palace is we've been here before him.
You're right. Man, you know, I don't know, man. I think FDIC, the Celsius situation, Voyager is going to be interesting. I mean, I think they're done. I actually think Celsius is done as well. Like, I know they paid off their loan, but I think that was like a strategic move in order to prepare themselves for the bankruptcy. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see. But you know, once you lose confidence
it's over in this market
platforms, it's over. Right.
Yeah.
You can't, it's no coming back from that. If they open withdrawals, then everybody is gonna move their money off. Wouldn't you? You couldn't have access to your funds for 3 weeks. Man, the first day you let me open them draws, boy, it's over.
They pausing them draws. Hey, JP, we might have a new shirt. Pause them draws.
So wait, all right. I'm with you on that. Once the confidence is gone, it's over. And yeah, I mean, now we're gonna be talking about this in a second. The allegations of fraud actually are happening as KeyFi takes Celsius to court. But I mean, it's what we say. What do they say when the tide is low? You can see that the king wears no pants or something. I don't know the saying. George Bush it out for me. But my point is,
the left hand don't know with the right hand.
Yeah, whatever. Something happens when things go bad. Things are very bad in this market for a lot of companies. But seriously, we're starting to see it on the traditional side getting affected, where it's like, wait, I mean, we're going to see even more at the end of this quarter when these companies have to file whatever they have to file, SEC and all that stuff. And they, where'd you lose another 120? Oh, yeah, Terra. Yeah. So I think we'll find out even more companies are affected than what we think. But it's crazy to see companies of this magnitude go down. I think that's what's really scaring people. And that's what we keep telling people is like, yo, no one is safe just because they got 400 million a day or a billionaire a day in this market. If they don't know what they're doing, they're still not safe. CB, I know you come from a traditional market. What do you think about FDIC insurance? We were just talking FDIC. Is that even a thing in crypto?
I'm not sure. Well, you know, in our space, if you have your keys, then no, it's all on you, right? You know, Coinbase says they're FDIC insured. You know, the USDC, they say they're FDIC insured. Listen, I don't know if the government is going to really come in and help bail us out. That I think they would like cut the whale off, right? They'll cut the faucet off on us. But in the traditional sense, yeah, FDIC is real. You know, they'll print money before they let you lose all your money in a traditional bank account because they want to keep that confidence.
Yeah.
They want to, you know, perception of confidence is important. So in crypto, nah, I don't think it's going to really work, bro. They don't want it to work. They want it to fail. The government is loving seeing this. You know.
Oh yeah, they loving this one.
They loving this. That's what we was talking about with Francis Coppola and all them.
The government is like, we told y'all asses. Hey, shout out to Spencer Cornelia, who says he's not in the crypto and he don't like it, but he does nothing but crypto videos all the time. Hey man, come over to the dark side, man. We love to have you on the panel. All right.
Hey, one thing we should do too is talking with these VCs and other people, these investment firms. We should find all the VCs that invested in all these exchanges that went bankrupt and say, if you gave those idiots 100 million, we just want 50. Like, I don't want to hear shit no more. We've been predicting the downfall and talking about people's exchanges without them getting 100, 300 million. I'm like, why are y'all throwing
get these black men? Get these black men. I'll take 5 million. We'll turn 5 million.
That's what I said earlier. I said, give me a few.
5 billion.
Give me a few.
Yeah, well,
you watch what happens.
I
mean, honestly, hey, it's all good. Next happening. Y'all can do it with this.
Yeah. When it really comes around, I don't want to hear shit.
You can do it with us, or you can watch it be done. Either way it goes, it's going to happen. It's happening anyway. Let me get in these comments real quick. Alec almost had me crying early. It's a funny but not funny comment, but you know we do dark humor here. Alex said they JFK'd him with a homemade shotgun. God damn it! Talking about age.
Yeah, that Abe, man, that's sad.
Saw the video.
That's what I said. The same thing like that. I said that affected me more than COVID, man, because I was just
Let me ask y'all something though. Okay, so Japan, very strict gun laws. You can't like
one murder last year.
One murder last year.
Wait, what? Japan?
To me,
what Shinzu? Y'all being funny or
no? It was one murder.
I'm being funny. That's messed up.
I'm a gun advocate, right?
Yeah.
And you know they're trying to get strict on all these gun laws. Listen, if a crazy person is going to shoot, they're going to do it. If a crazy person is going to bomb a place, bombs aren't legal, but niggas still bombing places left and right. So. You know, I don't know, man. I don't know if that's the right move to make, but this guy had a homemade gun, went up to him and shot him twice, I think, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
I mean, sad. And again, for me, it was just like Shinzu Abe. I thought this would be a person, you know, love him, hate him, politics aside. It's just like he's done a lot. He's been around, so I would think he'd be around for a long time, and he definitely has.
I mean, they made Abenomics. They coined the term Abenomics over him, you know?
Come on.
I don't know, man. I
said, that to me personally affected me more than COVID because I was just like, ain't nothing safe. I don't want to hear it. Like, it ain't nothing safe, bro. Like, this man wanted to go to, like, talk at a political rally, and that's how they doing you. So,
did you see the photo? There's like 100 black men in suits standing all around him, and this guy just walks up to him and kills him.
I was gonna say I saw the video and I was like,
I didn't even see the video
yet. What was the security doing? They was around him, paying attention. He comes from behind and nobody stops him. He walks up close enough to get
shot. You know what's up? That's why it's better to have some dogs. He did what to you? Oh, I'm gonna go talk to him. I can't believe that. Hey man, look, good job. All right, but look, you can't be that aggressive, but be that aggressive. Hey, keep him off me, bro. Keep him off me. Do what you need to do. All right, I ain't gonna tell you how to do your job. Don't tell me how to do mine. Really quick, Bill Spliff said. So it's looking like, because I said 90% off the top of my head, it looks like Coinbase actually is around that. They said 100 billion ain't what it used to be, said Billy Crush. $430 to about $50 to $56. 90%, I think it goes down to $42 to $45. So, oh, wow, that is pretty close. I was just saying that off the top of my head. Well, okay, well, then I guess 98%. People still don't believe it. Also, they said Zay is the profit. I like that one. That was a pretty good one. PROFIT then profit. Let's see. Shout out to JG Wentworth again. Congratulations on the new baby girl. We got some new crypto babies. GG and JJ Wentworth's kids going to be running the class of 2042, 2042 for crypto.
It's my money and I need it now.
There it is. Said CB had the whole ATB panel trying to figure out how he got Mt. Gox emails from damn near 10 years ago.
Come on, man.
Oh, you went in the bag.
Well, what was the discussion about with BitBoy? What were you all discussing?
We were just talking about the 150,000 Bitcoin that's about to hit the markets, and whether or not that's going to be an issue for the price of Bitcoin. And I think Big Boy Ben and I think everybody else pretty much they all agreed like it's not going to be an event. I don't think it's a non-event in my opinion. You know, a lot of people from that time, unfortunately, you got to realize some of them people are not alive today.
Yeah,
that was a long time ago.
Some of them people lost
then
their
the
keys.
rest, a lot of people lost their keys. So out of that 150,000 Bitcoin, I don't know, man, maybe half will be paid out or moved. Like it may be paid out, but it may be paid to an address that people don't have access to. So I don't know.
Okay,
I didn't have none on there. I got out before, so
yeah, I never used it. Their spot price was always $150 higher than regular spot price. I was like, that's kind of fishy. So I'll just stick with peer-to-peer. So I'm glad I didn't get caught in that. But Mt. Gox was huge. Coinbase would be even bigger if they go down.
Wait, what channel was it? A panel you all were doing?
Yeah, Bit Boy channel. He does Around the Blockchain every day, 5 o'clock.
Hey, next time you on, hit him with the way. Why you had Jim and the Crypto on here? What's going on?
Oh, for sure.
Hey, I'm pressing people all 2022. You know what I'm saying? There was no self-regulation going on. There was no community. Everybody's popping up, talking numbers. I remember back in 2017.
They had Hotep on there a couple times.
Hey, I remember 2017, people popped up and was talking about Ripple to $10. All right.
Right.
You're gonna get this pressure. No. Hey, shout out to Reggie Middleton. Reggie's in the comments said, I found significant risk in Circo's USDC product. The Coinbase report should be out later tonight, and there's a lot of risk there. Woo! Hey, that's a good teaser. Reggie mentioned this to me the other day.
I talked to Reggie last night. Shout out to Reggie.
Reggie's hard to talk to people because Reggie's going to give you some game, but you can't say nothing about it, and you never know when he's going to release it. So it's just like, it's like our mining video I'm going to put out one day. But but yeah, I can't wait to see this. Reggie's been talking about this, teasing it. And again, this will possibly affect Circle and Coinbase. So make sure you check that out. Shout out to Jake. Thanks for the tip. Shout out wearing Jake's hoodie too right here. FDIC insurance for banks is going under. If companies go under, your cash is gone. That's a good point as well. Let's see.
FDIC is not insured. Like they don't have the funds today to cover all liabilities in the FDIC accounts. However, as I stated earlier, what the government, Federal Reserve, or Treasury will just print money to save the banking system. So,
yeah, man. Hey, you know what? Fuck money. Let's just get rid of it. God damn, this shit is ass.
Doesn't work.
Can we just go back to the barter system and niggas just live off? I mean, of course it's impossible because you got to have human interaction, but it's just hilarious how every market is just garbage. It just doesn't, all through human history. But of course, this is the life we chose, right?
In talking sales, of course, CB, you're more than welcome to stay on as long as you want. We're going to jump into this Celsius article of these bombshell allegations of fraud. KeyFi Incorporation complaint alleges that Celsius failed to honor a multi-million-dollar profit-sharing agreement after deploying numerous successful staking and DeFi strategies for the firm. What this reads like to me is KeyFi knew Celsius owed them some money. They weren't tripping because they was like, everything is on the up and up. You guys are making a bunch of money. Things go downhill. Oh, yeah, we want to run it today. Celsius like, you already know you ain't getting your money today. Now they're in court. I haven't read this article, but that's what I'm assuming right now. Staking software and investment firm KeyFi Inc. has filed a complaint against crypto lending firm Celsius, alleging the company has been operating in a Ponzi style. Now it's a Ponzi style fashion, and that it failed to honor a profit sharing agreement worth millions of dollars. We've already mentioned at the top of the show, people, with the FDIC stuff, just because they say they're supposed to give you this money. Like, again, you are crazy, especially in America. If there's big pots of money and you think the people, these people on the other end already don't have a history of being honorable, don't expect it to happen when they got the keys to the kingdom. What? Right. Like, what are like having $300 or $400 million? Me, I'll give it back because I don't want bad business. But like some of these companies who have already operated in these quote unquote Ponzi styles, they're up $400 million. Do they give it back to you, or do they just, I don't know, spend some money on a private military? I don't know. I'm gonna assume they might buy some security, get a couple more acres away from you, and be like, this is what it is. But this complaint was filed on Thursday, alleges that Celsius has refused to honor a handshake agreement.
What?
First mistake, in which KeyFi would receive various percentages I mean, listen, to keep
Bro,
it
you
real.
shook hands with Mashinsky at a conference and made a deal and thought he was going to honor that 400 million. Come on, bro.
Well, listen, also, let's keep it real. If it is a handshake agreement, hey, you better get it back in blood. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you better, go get it, go shake that hand again. In which KeyFi would receive various percentages of the profits it made on Celsius behalf via a number staking and decentralized finance strategies. The complaint also accuses Celsius of negligent misrepresentation over its risk management controls and fraud in the inducement via misleading information of his business operations, which were deployed to induce KeyFi to work with Celsius. I mean, goodness gracious, this is what I mean by trying to mitigate risk. Professionals come in this market with a handshake agreement. Why? Why would another professional company that has a history and traditional track standing come in with handshake agreements? Because you don't want everyone to be in your business, which is, hey, we're not, no qualms from us here. But when everyone's not in your business and things go wrong, don't bring everyone into your business. This to me is kind of snitching. So you mean to tell me y'all had an agreement where millions of dollars under the table that the government didn't know about? And then all of a sudden it went belly up and now you're coming to the government for help?
You can't sell drugs and then call the police on your competition. Come on,
you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what you're doing. The plaintiff is Jason Stone, CEO of KeyFi. Okay, so it is not even an old company. He founded the company in 2020, has in the background as investment advisor, KeyFi served as an investment manager at Celsius between August 2020 and March 21, which the duo entered into a memo of understanding, which saw KeyFi work under a special purpose vehicle to be owned by Celsius, dubbed Celsius KeyFi, without a specific figure owed to KeyFi, not outlining the complaint. Looks like the sum is worth millions of dollars and that the companies had agreed on profit sharing ranging from 7.5 to 20%, which is a huge margin, depending on the investment strategy. So again, they lay it out more, I'm assuming, here in this paperwork. You can read the full conversation on Twitter. But this is crazy. I mean, what are your thoughts on this Bitcoin Zay Crypto Blood? What are your thoughts?
Hey man, just more of the same. And this handshake agreement and this weird MOU that they signed, I think this was some backdoor stuff that they didn't think would ever come to the light, and now it is. And here we are. I mean, again, like you said, when the tide goes down, the king has no pants.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for saying that right. I think. Wait, I'm still saying that wrong.
I'm just saying it the way you said it.
Hey man, we need to rename KeyFi to Snitch-Fi.
Oh yeah.
KeyFi new name is Snitch-Fi.
And this is my point too, with the ethos of these new companies coming in. And this is why I like, you know what? Yeah. We gave everyone passes. No, we got to start pressing. And this is the reason why, because there is going to be a fight for customers and clients. I mean, this is why, you know, as these businesses start to disappear, I think we're already in the .com bubble as far as some of these old companies and old protocols are going out and new people are reinventing things and merging things and buying and all this other stuff. But as it happens, it's like, this is why you have to call people out. Like, this is crazy to me. You're doing a backroom deal and then going to the public. Well, I want to set the record straight and add some truth to this. So let's say everything worked out and they owed you $100 million. Would you still come to the public with this? Like, I wonder. Just want Uncle Sam to know I owe all this money. I didn't want you to forget. This is kind of crazy to me. CB, any more thoughts on this?
Nah, man. You know, handshake deals are no good. You already have enough trouble trying to get your funds when you got it inked in blood. Or in ink, I should say. But yeah, no, I would never do a handshake deal.
Yeah, for that amount too is crazy. Man, you guys are the dark humorists here today. And honestly, I think this is me just being hurt about the Shinju Abe news. But someone said it looked like something from a Yakuza movie. Something wrong with people, bro. Something wrong with people. Let's see. Yes, somebody had fixed it. Thank you, Wendy Nichols. When the tide goes out, you see who's negative. There it is. Hey, close enough. Class action lawsuit claims Solana's SOL is an unregistered security. You already know how I feel about this slippery slope right here. And of course, it's another professional trying to mitigate risks. Like, goodness gracious, it wasn't a security when you were making money on it. It's only a security when you're losing. Plaintiffs claim that Solana's SOL token is a centralized security with insiders profiting immensely while retail traders get wrecked? Yes and no. You already know there was insiders if you watch us, and you wouldn't get as wrecked if you also watch us as well. I don't know. Bitcoin say, what's going on with this story? I know you cover Solana closely.
Oh yeah, welcome to the jungle. It's all fun and games. That is the financial market, people. If you're not an insider, you're probably going to lose. Just get over it. You are fucked if you're in retail. Just get over it. At this point, you should understand you have a small chance to make it if you stay in it long enough, and you can basically outlast the losses that come with it. You'll be fine. But if you're looking for a quick flip, like a lot of people was with Solana when SBF was buying it at like $2, he was like, "I'll buy as much Solana as you have," when it was like $2. That's when I started telling people, oh yeah, this price is definitely going to increase dramatically, which it did. It went past $100. And then of course it dumped on everybody. And now retail is complaining. Nobody was complaining when the price is going up. All of these, getting sued, all these lawsuits always happen when the price is going down. And then all of a sudden, if you call it a security that only insiders profited from, welcome to securities. Every security is like that. Every ICO or IPO that happens, the insiders get paid first. Every time somebody invests in a company, who do you think they are? These are insiders that got in early. The insiders always win. So just like Vegas, the house always wins. You could either go complain about it, which this will basically take forever to prove because this does have some precedents. If they do say Solana is an unregistered security, then what isn't? Everything else could basically fall into that same thing. So I don't think they'll go that far with Solana. However, I'm tired of people going and complaining to the hall monitors when something goes bad. Hey man, this is what you signed up for. This is the Wild West. You got to deal with it.
Crypto Blood, what you got for this one? What are your thoughts?
Hey man, that's how you know we're in the bear market. Listen, bear markets, this is a leading indicator for bear markets. Lawsuits.
Lawsuits.
We need a lawsuit.
I like that. We need a lawsuit indicator.
Yeah, exactly. We need a lawsuit indicator to show you when we're really in the bear market, and we're straight in the bear market right now. So hey, that's we've seen enough of them, all three of us, to know that's what happens in the bear market in crypto. People get this slanging those lawsuits, man.
Hey, Kevin Cummins is on a roll. Kevin Cummins says, "Yo, it's profit sharing, not loss sharing." Hey, that's right. What it is, though. That's literally what I'm sure you can actually. They probably have that in terms of service. Like you can see here, this clearly says profit. We don't say anything about these losses. So no, I'm with you on that. I saw another funny comment. Kevin Cummings again said, Ponzi is the trigger word from gang. He's right about that. I never thought about that. As soon as they start throwing that Ponzi word, hey, if you need some government help, some government assistance, I don't know, sir. It's looking like a Ponzi over there, but y'all interested. Oh, okay. All right. Like, I feel like that's just direction to go to. Yeah, again, we keep saying this all the time. The bottom line is like, let me go to this. Hold on. So Solana has tanked, as they say, 85%, right? Mm-hmm. All-time high November 6th of $260 and is trading under $40. If you did not take profit, that's no one's fault but your own, people. Like if you didn't take profit, it doesn't say we need to do a class action lawsuit. It says I need to either long-term invest and hold or become a day trader and start doing this for real. That's really it. So I mean, you didn't want to sell from 260 to 100. You didn't want to sell from 100 to 50. You didn't want to sell.
You gotta have a exit strategy.
Come on, always have exit strategy.
Set a price, because it's just like in life. If you have no goals, you'll get nowhere. So if you don't have a goal, an end goal in mind, as far as where you want to take 30% of your profits or take all your principal out at this price, let the rest ride, you got to have something, bro.
Yeah.
Because
all these if you don't, getting exposed.
Yeah. You're going to ride it up and ride it all the way back down to where you bought it. And you say, well, I didn't lose much money because I still got my principal. Well, you actually did. You lost time. You lost opportunity costs.
That's true.
Right? That's the biggest thing. You lost opportunity costs. You could have taken some of those profits, gone and bought some real estate, gone to start a new business, bought you a Rollie, something.
So wait, I think we have breaking news here. I just want to be clear. Is Crypto Blood, CB, breaking news on Jim and the Crypto, CB saying to spend your Bitcoin? Is that what I'm hearing right now? Here, I'm about to we're about to go up in the slopes and talk about this. So Is CB saying to spend? Do we just CB? Where you at?
I think it froze.
Oh man, it's too much. That's too much sauce for him.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. It gave him too much sauce.
I forgot he was on his cell phone. Hey, look, as soon as it comes to spending Bitcoin, he is screaming black. I love it. Crypto blood, come back. As soon as I asked him about spending his Bitcoin, his screen went black.
Oh, why are you giving people all the information what you're supposed to do?
All right. Feel free to call in. Still, people, the links in the chat. Feel free to call in. I hope we get Crypto Blood back. I told you I was about to get breaking news from him. You see what happened. All right. Call him out. Call him out. All right. Last story, but not least, again, feel free to call in if you have any smoke for us. This is Fuck Bitcoin Friday. Link is at the top of the chat. And of course, I just want to throw this in there as we're talking about all this stuff. Like, we cover a lot of this in the masterclass, people. That's why, honestly, right now, for the people who still message me on Facebook, personal Twitter, where else? Instagram, like personal ones, of course, feel free for company accounts. I'm just like literally sending you all back to the Discord at this point, because like there's places where the questions are already been answered or we can answer it again. But yeah, people, masterclass, that's why we have it. It literally will help you circumvent a lot of this stuff. As Bitcoin Zay said, if it doesn't help you make money, it'll definitely help you save money. But Bitcoin education at an escape room in Lebanon. That's right. Bitcoin sets people free. At least that's what's the story at Lebanon's first Bitcoin themed escape room in Beirut. What is going on with this? It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, this is pretty cool. Awesome game here. The basic premise is Bitcoin sets people free, and that is the story about the escape room in Beirut. The latest Bitcoin education challenge is called Bitcoin Escape the System. The best part, the team of 4 snuck out of the escape room in the fastest time to date. So this group of 4 that you saw here, they were able to get out at the fastest time that they have. So for the uninitiated, an escape game or escape room, if you've never been, that's where players work together to solve puzzles, clues, conundrums, usually based on the themes such as spies, zombies, and now Bitcoin. As per the name, the mission is to escape the site of the game within a certain time. And Suli Kobayashi, MENA advisor for Swan Bitcoin and a moderator at Bitcoin Dude Laban, told Cointelegraph all of us except one had never played escape rooms before. We entered the room without relying on our Bitcoin knowledge. So some of the things in there, time chain technologies, fiat money, SHA-256, self-custody, they knew about those things. But it is a good example of the Lebanese Bitcoin community's creative approach to onboarding new Bitcoiners. And I've always said gaming and learn to earn education are the 2 best ways to get people involved in Bitcoin in a fun way where they don't feel like they're being pressured or being forced into it. This would be awesome to have in Miami or some other cities, escape room with Bitcoin or something of the like, museum sort of type thing with games and books, like a discovery place where you can see all of whatever. And we can have dinosaur bones like Peter Schiff and Francis Coppola and everybody. That would be great. But shout out to them. This is a great story. Again, as much as is happening in this market, nothing's happened to Bitcoin. It's still moving forward. It's still, people are still learning. We're still onboarding new people. So this is great to see. In the midst of all this bad news, it's always great to have a shining light on something.
Yeah, there you go. Shout out to those escape rooms. I actually know some people who do escape rooms here in LA. So I got to ask them, are they thinking about doing any Bitcoin themed ones? That would be pretty cool as well. All right. So last few comments. Again, feel free to call in really quick if you have any smoke for us. Is there a way to catch up on the AMA? Did you record the AMA yesterday for the Discord?
I did not. I may do it in the future, but
we'll record everything in the future so that the members can, the channel can also see it later. Shout out to Alec if you missed his AMA, or not his AMA, his tutorial on the Bitcoin Pay server. Of course, we briefly cover it in the masterclass. Alec goes in depth on it, and he has a recorded version of that for our members as well on YouTube already. So make sure you check that out. Crypto Yo said, "Where's Cliff High?" I spoke to Cliff High a couple months ago, I think. He's, long story short, just laying low. Let's see. Yeah. Yes, everybody's saying, you know, with Solana, STL Solo 314 says Solana NFTs was my best play. Thank you, Bitcoin Zay. People only crying because they forgot to take profits. I saw a few other people say, you know, when it comes to taking profits or selling and taxes and stuff, again, you all have to do that yourselves. You got to figure out that. I'm not a tax pro or anything, but what I will say is that Bitcoin was created to be peer-to-peer, and right now they're telling you it's illegal to essentially do peer-to-peer Bitcoin and have your own wallet. So,
wow.
I mean, you got to put, like I said, Shinju Abe just got killed. People, yeah, I'm putting my foot down in some places. Like, come on, it was still fake when I started. So I don't know. We'll have this conversation. Let's see. Kendra said, I become a Bitcoin maxi with all these companies going down. Maybe it's me and I'm cheap, but I'm not interested in buying ERC20 tokens because of the gas fees. No, it's fair. Until they figure that out, I mean, we'll continue to see these pumps and dumps the way they have been going, essentially. Cryptonomics, y'all are hilarious. He's talking about CB also voted / supported Trump. I'm gonna pass on his recommendations for the next 20 years. Listen, Trump, Biden, they're all the same, people. They're all the same.
Yeah. Can't be emotional. There's good stuff that comes from bad people. There's bad stuff that comes from good people. Listen, honestly, if you stop using everything that came from bad people, you wouldn't be using anything. I mean,
true too. Yeah.
You wouldn't even be doing math right now because they were pedophiles back in the Greek days. So you wouldn't be doing.
All right. Say P word. So we're gonna get...
All right. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of bad people that do some good stuff. So just separate the art from the artist, and you should be fine. Or the info from the informer. You'll be all right. So, hey, like my grandfather used to say, take the meat, leave the bones.
Hey, listen, the federal government only wants to get bigger, people. They don't care who's it, Democrat, Republican. Yep. Federal government got bigger. As long as that happened, cool. They want the federal government to get bigger. And what I also will say is, listen, again, I could care less about all of them. I can't remember. I can't remember last time I voted. Trigger alerts. Oh my God. I can care less, people. I'm gonna keep doing well, no matter what. But what I will say is that just from observation, from being a business person, when Trump was in office, he had this is what I did like about his administration. He had so many of his own problems. They trying to find his tax returns. You think they worry about somebody else's tax returns? Like people, sometimes y'all gotta understand. You let the fool play the fool to catch the fool. Okay, like you all are talking like, were you expecting these people to be superheroes? No, all presidents, Democratic and Republican, are a bunch of homelanders. Go check out the boys. All right, they're homelanders. All right, so I don't know if you think they're gonna swoop in and save you or what. The best you can hope for is for them to ignore everything you're doing in life, so you can do what you need to do in life to be successful. So I would say that the last guy had so much drama surrounding himself. There was no time. Like the federal government can't take a business or anything to court or for anything if the president's like, oh, I'm trying to be like our leader, bro. What we doing over here? So I don't know. That's the only thing I'll say about it. They definitely put the attention on him. Let's see. And yeah, Daryl White was asking about taking profit using on other investments. I don't know. Again, that's a tax attorney. You got to chat with them, see how that happens. Let's see. This is funny as all that sound. Oh man, you are hilarious. All right, what else you got going on with Bitcoin? Is that any announcements?
Well, quarter 3, I know somebody was saying politics and money doesn't mix. Quarter 3, Bitcoin Magazine. I'm writing an article in there. It's called The Orange Party Issue. It's basically talking about how politics and economics do mix and how Bitcoin can change that. So that's quarter 3. So whoever said that, that's a little different opinion there. Also, I would say the AMA next week, Thursday, make sure you tune in. 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Had a great time with everybody. Some great questions. Got a lot of stuff in. And Alex said he'll record that. So that's all from me. Thanks, everybody, for watching today. Appreciate the Warriors.
All right, really quick, we got Jams about to come in. I think Jams, let's see, you got his baby girl with him. Check out Jams. Jams, what's going on?
Yo.
What's going on, Jams? What's the word? Congratulations on the baby.
Appreciate you. Last day in Colorado, about to get our ass back to Texas, get my girl back where she belongs, the land of guns and crypto.
Shout out to Texas.
For sure. But hey, rest in peace to Shinzo Abe, a great national leader, did good things for the country of Japan. That's one of our biggest allies across the world. And he was outspoken in calling out the Biden administration for their neutral stance against China. China's going to invade Taiwan at some point. And Biden basically said, oh, well, I don't want no smoke. Fuck it. And then here we are 2 weeks later, and Shinzo Abe did. So,
is that he just recently called him out?
Yeah, he just called him out. And he's been very vocal about calling him out.
Well, tinfoil hat is going on as soon as I get off.
So when you get off, I'm Googling. I'm Googling it now.
Googling it right now. Yeah.
Yeah, now ain't no surprise that this happened under his administration. And another little known fact about Shinzo Abe is he was very close with Trump. He was the first man to congratulate Trump on winning presidency. And also, when Trump went over to Japan, he didn't take him out for a rich dinner. He took him out to a burger joint and they went play golf. So Abe understood how to meet people where they are and get shit done. And Biden ain't like that. Excuse me, Jim Crow Joe not like that. Joe Biden not like that. So when they say
hilarious,
who y'all voting for, hey, don't be surprised when you see me on with my MAGA hat, because hey, let's go Brandon, baby. Nah, man.
All right, well, really quick, because I'm seeing this in the comments too. What's up with this Brandon thing? What is Brandon?
All right, so let's go Brandon is basically a knock at the media, because at one event they were screaming F Joe Biden, but the media reported that they were screaming let's go Brandon or let's go Biden when they were really screaming.
They were saying let's go Brandon for the driver that she was interviewing. Remember, the race car, his name was Brandon, so she thought they were saying let's go Brandon.
Let's go. No.
Oh, okay.
That was, so they basically, we don't know if it was intentional or not that they misinterpreted, but that basically became a kick on the media that they ain't telling the truth. Even when we saying F that dude, they'll say you're rooting for him. So
all right. Since we got you here, I got to ask you one last question. You know it's
yes,
coming.
sir.
What is going on with Hex? What's the word? Right. You still believe in it? I'm seeing Hexicans on Twitter tagging us about Richard Hart's doing interviews. Hey, post chain launch Hex. What's going on?
All right, so Richard Hart was just on Fox Business News with Curtis Payne this week.
Did he tell them how Hex went from 42 cents to 3 cents?
You don't talk about the price, but we can't act like price and Hex lives outside of the regular crypto ecosystem. For a long time, we tried to, but the rest of the economic market is down. Tech stocks are down. Everything's down. So Hex is no different in that sense. Where Hex is different is that it still functions. Hex hasn't been hacked. Hex hasn't had to be shut down. Solana. Hex also hasn't went bankrupt. 3AC Capital. So at no point has there been a actual technical problem with the smart contract, nor has there ever been anything other than existential factors affecting the price. So I still believe in Hex just as much as I did before. I've continued to stake my Hex. So I'm staked out for an average of 13.46 years. I believe in it that much. So understanding that I'm here to stay, that the post chain probably will launch at some point. I'm a little frustrated on that too, that it hasn't dropped. You know, I got a lot of money tied up in there. So when I get my money, we all be happy, but
there we go.
We in the same boat. So I still believe Richard Hart's and the developers still working. Catch us on Crypto and Down. Shout out to my brother Escherel. We'll keep bringing the latest news. And as long as you don't have VC funds who are able to come into your project and basically buy up your project and then sell it down when they want, as they borrow against your project at its high point, I think you're pretty safe. DeFi has done well. Aave is holding strong. So up to if it were me, I would continue to believe in DeFi, because we've seen centralized DeFi, as y'all coin, has continued to fail over and over and over for the last few weeks.
Well, I will say that no matter what, you all definitely have a community. So worst case scenario, I feel like you do have a strong enough community to where Hex will survive until the next cycle, and then y'all will probably try to pump the shit out of it again. So whatever, we got to hang tight till then. That's what we'll do. Hey, appreciate
much love
calling,
to y'all,
Jim.
boys. Hey, thank y'all for the love on the baby, man. It's hard being a dad, but Zay, you already know once you get a baby girl, you start to walk a little bit different. Anybody look wrong, you're like, hey, do I need to punch on somebody right now? So, hey, man.
Yeah, really. I started walking different when Zay had a girl. I was like, oh, God not playing for real. Okay. Hey, God is not playing. Let me
Exactly. Hey, man. Hey, last day in Colorado, man. Next time y'all see me, we'll be in Texas. If y'all out in Texas, hit me up, man. We link up for meetup and do our thing.
There it is. Much appreciated, Jams. Crypto and Down Tuesdays. Jam, Jessen, and Asher. are hosts of that show where they go over all things altcoins. Of course, they cover post-chain info as well. So make sure you check them out. All right, Jones, holla.
Peace.
Other than that, folks, I believe that is the show for today. You good to go, Bitcoin Zay?
That's all for me.
Oh, yeah. Gigi, like, it's time to go,
Like
daddy.
it's over now.
Hey, other than that, folks, again, check out the masterclass. If you're still in need of a hardware wallet, check out icointechnology.com. As again, that's ICOIN technology.com, icointechnology.com, where they partner with Verizon and, of course, Wiz Khalifa as an ambassador. And they're doing a 4th of July sale all the way through July 15th, where you can get half off of all products. That $199. That said too many 99s. That $199 wallet goes to $99, and that printer bundle and wallet goes from $249 to $175. So again, check it out. You definitely need a hardware wallet. You can't have enough hardware wallets, and to get one at $100 is a steal for this deal right here. Make sure you check out icointechnology.com. Smash that like and share, and we will see you all next week with some more Bitcoin and crypto news. Until then, make sure you're tuned for all the new shows being released around the clock. Cheers.
Cheers.